What's up, guys? We're out here. Just going for a drive. I just had to pull over. Such a nice view. I felt like I haven't been really driving this car at all. I've just been driving to the gym and then for different things for work. So I haven't really been driving very far, going on drives like I used to. So I was just gonna take the car out today and go for a drive. And the quick drive kind of turned into a longer drive. I ended up over here on top of this mountain. Well, not really on the mountain. I'm on the side of a hill, I guess, but feels like a mountain. Feels like I'm up pretty high. And I was just thinking about life as I was driving along, as one does. And I was thinking about how so much stuff in life just doesn't matter. And it's really important to have a strong sense of what you care about. And I was thinking about what I care about. And to me, it's just about the health, the wealth, and then also the mindset. The mindset that I just don't really care about most stuff. That's really an important one. So number one, the health. Number two, having enough money to do whatever you want to do. Support yourself. And number three is not giving a fuck about the bullshit, because so much of life really is bullshit. And people are always trying to make you care about stuff. And if you don't care about something, just don't care about it. Don't let people manipulate you. Because so much stuff just doesn't... It's just here today, gone tomorrow. And people that watch the news, they're always lost. People that are always on their phones, looking up news stories or looking at what celebrities did, they're also lost. And people just aren't living their own life. People need to live their own life and be the person they want to be. Live intentionally. And I think people get caught up in the money thing. The money thing is a big one for a lot of people. Myself included. But it's important to remember that no matter how much money you make, you're always going to have problems. And you're going to have more problems, because more money, more problems is how it works. You got bigger problems. And people are always going to have their problems. People don't really care about money. Or people care about money, but people don't care that you have money. You're still going to have problems dealing with people. And you just have to have a strong sense of self, because you got to be able to take a look at life and take a moment and just enjoy life. Go for a drive. Do something that might not be the most productive thing, but it's better than getting drunk or getting high or doing something you shouldn't be doing. So you got to take care of yourself. That's part of the health, right? And like for me, going for this drive today, I just have been wanting to go for a drive for a long time, but it was kind of a guilty thing where I didn't want to waste the time to do it. I felt like that would be a waste of time, and I felt like I should be working. But today I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to go for a drive. I haven't driven this car in a long time. I wasn't really planning on going for a drive, but I just put some fuel injector cleaner in the car, in the tank. Full tank of gas, topped off the oil, and I just had the urge to drive it. I was like, I gotta go for a drive. And so I ended up driving for quite a while, and I was just really enjoying the scenery. I wasn't listening to music at all. I'm having some issue with my phone, is like not connecting to the thing or whatever, but it doesn't matter, who cares? Perfect, it's not connecting, I can't listen to music, cool. So I'm driving and I'm thinking about my whole life, really. Not my whole life, just about my current life. And how far I've come from drinking way too much, getting evicted, just being a pain in the ass for everybody. Being a major liability. To where I'm actually doing pretty good in life now, and people enjoy my company, and people enjoy my insights and my wisdom in life, because I've lived a pretty crazy life, and I've lived a pretty adventurous life. It wasn't that crazy compared to some people's, obviously. It's not like I was a rock star in the 80s or something, but, you know, I moved around a lot, and I've been on my own for quite a long time. Put myself through a lot. But here I am, you know, I'm cool. I'm doing good now. I'm cool now. And, you know, it took a lot of learning, a lot of effort to get myself out of my own bullshit, but it is possible for anyone, really. And I guess that's part of the reason I'm making this video now, is because I feel like I've come so far with, you know, dropping all vices, where it's like there's nothing I do now to try and escape reality, or there's no bullshit. Let's just get rid of the bullshit and just live life. Make it simple. Make your life simple. The health, the wealth, get rid of the bullshit. Try and help people. That's why I'm making this video. I'm trying to help some people out. And also, you know, you gotta start somewhere in life. And I know I want to help people. And even if right now people don't want my help, that's cool. Because this message is good forever. It'll be good in 10 years. It'll be good in 100 years. Make sure that your health is in good order. Make sure that you have enough money to sustain yourself. And make sure that you're not worried about bullshit. And the bullshit to me is just stuff you can't control. That's really what it is. That's a good way to define it. Is all the stuff you can't control is just bullshit. Don't even worry about that. Even if it's something that you do care about, you can't control it, just don't worry about it. And one thing I will say is that just making constant progress. Constant progress is how you get anything done in life. You don't just one day wake up and go to the gym and lift all the weight, or you don't just one day wake up and have a ton of money, or you don't just stop whatever vices you got going and then your problems are solved and you're this whole new person. It takes gradual time and it takes effort to get yourself out of those situations you put yourself in. But over time I realized that I wasn't the type of person that can drink and party and do all this bullshit and then also have a productive life. I'm just not that type of person. It's got to be one or the other. And for me, I'd definitely rather be a productive individual who makes cool shit and has a good perspective on life and isn't just a self-serving dickhead. I got some more to give to the world, and people value my information. People value my insights. And you really just want to have that mentality in life, that no matter what happens, you'll be fine. That's really where the power comes from. Because once you realize, oh, stuff happened that I wasn't ready for before, and I was fine. I was able to handle it. Everything worked out fine. I wasn't ready for it. I didn't know it was coming. Okay, I can handle it. Whatever happens, I'll be fine. It doesn't matter. You don't have to worry yourself. Put yourself in constant worry. And when you stop worrying about things, and when you stop messing yourself up with vices, and also I consider a lot of things vices. I don't just consider it drugs and alcohol like a lot of people do. I think people use even people as vices. You know, people don't want to be alone with their thoughts, or people, they need comfort. They need that person to come and comfort them and tell them they're doing okay, and, well, I still love you just the way you are, or whatever bullshit people believe these days. I don't really believe any of that is good. I think it's important to be alone a lot of the time. Spend time alone and check in with yourself and give yourself space. Give yourself time to think, time to ponder your life, time to think about what you really care about. because life progresses, and what you cared about today, you might not care about in a couple years from now. You might not even care about it tomorrow, you know? Like for me right now, making clothes, it's what I care about right now, but I've always liked making art. I've always liked building things. I've always been into creation, just as this is part of my nature. And you know, making, like, this is one of my logos. I like logos, I like symbols, but that won't be something that I'm worried about forever. It's like clothes are just this thing that's currently I'm doing. And it's cool. I actually just found a material that I had an idea for. I think it was maybe a couple of years ago even. I had an idea for this material to build a piece of furniture out of it. And I'll tell you what it is. It's thick plastic, thick acrylic. It's like the type they have at the bank, and they drill the big studs through it, and it holds it together. It's really cool looking. I like it a lot. But I actually came up on a couple big pieces of that yesterday. So I'm really excited to use that. But anyway, it's like any motion is better than just a lack of motion. Like a lot of people, they don't know what to do, so they just do nothing. It's like, if you don't know what to do in life, this is a big problem for people. If you don't know what to do in life, just start doing something. Start working out, start a hobby, go through your YouTube search history, find out what you've been looking at, find out what you care about. And it shouldn't be forced, you know. You should just know, like, this is what I want to do. And it shouldn't be something that costs a ton of money either. People are always, money's a big problem. People think that, okay, once I get this money, then I'll become a car person or whatever. It's like, no, not really. You know, I was into cars when I was driving a $1,000 car, and now I have a slightly more expensive car, but still it's the same experience. You're still the same person. But anyway, finding that thing, you know, if you don't know what your thing is, and don't get too attached to any specific thing, it's good to be indifferent to just life in general, situations in general. But you have that thing in life, whatever currently is, you feel a strong, you seek, you know, whatever currently you're seeking, that's what you should follow. You should follow your intuition in life, and you should make your own path in life, be your own person. You should follow that intuition, and if you feel a calling to do something, then you have to do it. That's really what it is. People get an idea, and they get an idea for something they want to do, or a way they want to live, or, you know, they have this vision, but then they don't follow it because it's too scary, it's too much risk, and they don't want to lose their comfort in their life or their precious dollars. And that's just the peasant way of thinking. You don't want to be down there with the peasants. You don't want to be down there. You want to be up here. You don't want to live in fear. You want to live in abundance with your mindset and your energy. And you can live in a minimalistic fashion with your possessions. Like, you don't have to have a bunch of stuff. You can live in a minimalistic fashion with your fashion. But don't be a minimalist with your energy. That is terrible. People with minimal energy, that's an automatic loss. You do not want to have minimal energy. You want to have powerful energy. You want it to be contained, and you want it to be precise. And you want it to be, you don't want to be a roller coaster, an emotional roller coaster of a person. Excuse me. I'm still working on my speech patterns. I'm trying to get those dialed in. But you don't want to be an emotional roller coaster of a person, because no one likes that. No one wants that. Come on. You need to be stable, and you need to be solid. And you need to have the mindset that no matter what happens in life, you're going to be able to handle it. That's the best mindset you can have. Don't be worried about money. Don't be worried about tomorrow. Be worried about your current situation, making your life better, fixing your vices. And then once your life is in order and you got your shit together, you're financially stable, you can maintain yourself, you're healthy, You don't give a fuck about the bullshit. Once you have all those things going on, then you can help other people, because other people need that desperately. Other people are worried. They're out of shape. They're in a terrible financial situation. And they need help, you know? And I think that's what life's about, helping people, helping yourself, becoming the best version of yourself. You know, one of my favorite quotes is that Abraham Lincoln quote: "If I had 4 hours to cut down a tree, I'd spend the first 3 sharpening my axe." And that quote is so dope, because the way I see it is, I'm the axe and life is the tree, right? So instead of just trying to rush through life and build this company and struggle the whole way through, it's like, build yourself. Build that person that can do anything. And once you have that person that can do anything, then you take on life. And you become that person that can do anything by doing difficult tasks, and by getting yourself in good shape, by getting yourself disciplined, by getting your ass out of bed in the morning. A lot of people can't even get out of bed in the morning, you know? But you got to get your ass out of bed. You got to make it happen. You got to get healthy. You got to stop doing a lot of stuff too. People just can't stop eating. They can't stop drinking. They can't stop smoking. People can't stop this shit. Once you stop all that shit and you get your shit actually in order, life becomes very simple, and you'll see just how simple it becomes. All aspects of your life will improve drastically. And I just have to say, like, my life isn't even close to where it's going to be. My vision is not even close to complete. I'm still working on this every day, but how far I've come from being in like a terrible living situation and just being like a reckless person that just didn't care about anything and was really, really a liability, to where I am now, where I'm definitely someone that I would want to know, and I'm definitely someone that I would want to employ. I'm definitely someone that I would want to buy something from. And I'm definitely someone that I would want to be. That's the most important thing. I'm someone that I would want to be. And when you get to a point in life where you're happy with who you are and you're someone that you actually enjoy being, that is the most powerful thing. Because no one can take that from you. Like, you might lose all your money. Someone might crash into your car while it's parked and you'll come out and your car's gone. But you as a person, knowing that no matter what happens, you're going to be able to make it happen. And no matter what happens, you're still you. You still can make it happen. That sense of self, that's what you got to build. And it's not going to happen in a day. It's going to happen over time. But you can change it very quickly. You can change it very quickly. And I'm telling you, the fastest way to change it is by changing your immediate routine. So no more drinking, no more alcohol, no more smoking, no more whatever. I don't even want to talk about other weird vices that people have. That's so absurd to me. When I was drinking, I was just a normal person that liked to get drunk and just trash shit. But I was out of control. But what I'm saying is, the fastest way to get your life in order is to stop being out of control. Instead of trying to add new things into your life, take as much out of your life as you can. That's really what you got to do. Life becomes very simple when you get down to just the basics. You get your fitness in order, you get your finances in order, and you stop giving a fuck about all the bullshit. That's really the key to life, you guys. So yeah, we're out here. You want to be up here, all right? Come on, check it out. You want to be out here. You don't want to be down there with the peasants, all right? You don't want to be down there. You want to be up here. I'm just playing. I'm just fucking around. But for real, love you guys.